Nigeria, Nigeria, who calls you? Quite remember most of the time when I'm with my friends or with some people that I know, a lot of people will come with different narratives of how things could have been better. And I used to tell them that Nigeria can never be better. Perhaps maybe that's the way I see it. Maybe that's my own perspective. I'm yet to be corrected. You see, when you don't elect the right set of people, as at the right time, when you're supposed to elect the right set of people into key positions, and then you now come out later to start crying foul of how some money was embezzled, is being embezzled, or have been embezzled. It seems too stupid and foolish. As far as I'm concerned, you queue behind the wrong set of people. You elect the vampires, the hyenas among you, put them in charge of key posts, in charge of your national wealth, national treasury, in charge of making policy that will help or destroy you. I don't know. A lot of people come out day in, day out. And it's not just in Nigeria, it's everywhere in the world. It's just that our own seems a little bit peculiar in the sense that a lot of people often believe that maybe the country could have been better than what it is now if we have the right set of people governing us, the right set of leaders. Okay, we have different set of leaders in the country. I'm not going to be speaking about any other country in the world. I live here in Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria, so I'm going to be speaking about my country. We have a whole lot of different leaders in the country. Let me start from the monarchy. Mention one Oba that have sense in Nigeria. One, not two. And I'm not talking about the ones that you are just unnecessarily giving adulation to or giving unnecessary praise to or just helping to further, you know, give frail appraisal to people who doesn't deserve anything, yet you just give them appraisal for virtually doing nothing. Mention one monarchy that is really pushing or making impact, positive impact. Perhaps they are making impact, but negative impact. But mention one that is making positive impact in the life of his people or her people or whatever gender is the monarchy. Is it the one that claimed to be the number one monarchy in the southwest? A young man whose only dream is just to gather a pack of hyena as wives. Most of those women who only just want to become the king's wife for fame, money, and affluence, fame, money, and influence. In the better word, affluence, fame, and influence. Which one? No, really. Mention one. Or the one that cause uh, ethnic, that encourage ethnic bigotry among the people who live in the state where everyone will come out and cry and shout and cry and shout. Look around you. I always tell a lot of people, look around you. Who is that person that you can really trust around you? There are many professions in the country. We all have them around us. We have shoemakers around us, barbers around us, hairdresser around us, tailor around us, Okada men around us, Marwa riders, bus riders, Kurope riders. We have bankers around us, people who work in telecoms, people who work in media, print, and electronics. Who can you confidently give kudos to, or who can you confidently tell me has built good integrity? How many? In the local setting, in the state setting, who do you, who really actually do people queue behind? The ones who is not working, the one who is embezzling money. People shout that nepotistic behavior is what the politician practice. Look around you and tell me you don't practice the same thing. Favoritism or whatever. Parents who have children who are doing Yahoo. Parents whose daughters are into prostitution. They call them Olosho or whatever they call them. If your own child is doing it, it's fine. If someone else's child is doing it, it's bad. A bunch of hypocrites that dwells here in the country and call themselves Nigerians. It is just pathetic that, some of us are unfortunate to be part of this whole mess. Just do the right thing. It becomes difficult. I've seen youth who wake up every day, sleep the same way every day. They are not learning. They are not trying to become a professional. And how do you solve problem? How do you solve problem? It's either you have this embedded knowledge in you that can help other people solve problem, which can generate revenue for you. Or it's either you go and learn how to solve problem so that you can use it as a means of generating revenue in order to, for sustainability, in order to survive. But unfortunately, we have a whole lot of people living in the country who doesn't actually want to do anything. They wake up the same way, sleep the same way. They only wake up to eat and they want to ride G-Wagon, they want to ride Ferrari, they want to live in mansions, they want to live in eyebrow area that are very expensive to maintain. Children early, we have a lot of twants among students these days. They hardly go to school. They just go and gather in the house of one of their friends whose parents are not always at home. And at the end of the day, those are the future leader of tomorrow. Nigerians, who did this to you? You go online, you see all sort of charade. While other countries are competing at all fronts and trying to develop something beautiful that can drive the economy of their nation to move forward, to give their currency value. Our Nigerian people, what do they do? I was asking someone a few days ago, I said, apart from the entertainment, which I would say, no, tell me, even in the entertainment, it's just like the substandard. It's just that the world has become watery these days that even an average or substandard thing is now being overhyped as the real deal. Musically, we have all our guys. Tell me, what are they doing? What are they singing? I'm unavailable. They know they see me. Lonely now the top. And that is lyrics. Really? Really, really? The only thing they can boast of is the promotion, the international promotion, and most of their fans that is, and it's just all about the beat. When it comes to beats, give it to them. Yeah, they are producing good beats. I won't deny that. But if beat is the only essence of music, perhaps they're doing fine. But if lyrics, the what they utter out, their utterances, is what they call music, we have failed. It's just quite unfortunate that the world is buying our failure, and they are kind of giving us this frail adulation for being stupid. Music is supposed to promote the lives of human beings positively. What is this one? What are these one promoting? Prostitution, hooliganism, yahoo yahoo. Mo sáré fowó mi ṣàyè, gbọ́mọ mẹ́fà lọ́lé. Imagine, I lavish my money, went home with six prostitutes. Òun ọmọ ọlọ́pẹ́, and the ọmọ ọlọ́pẹ́, what it means here is somebody who is into fraud. As the world advance, as we age, it's as if everything is just declining in values in everything. Like someone I used to know used to say, when the desirable is not available, the available become the desirable. I think that's what has been promoting our entertainment industry. Nothing more. All over the world, you hardly see anybody singing anything meaningful anymore. So if we are the most, we are the only one who still produce danceable beats, everything. If you see people dancing like mad people, you will see some dance, you will ask yourself, where did this originate from? Where did this concept, where did they got this concept from? Apart from entertainment, tell me what else is working in the country. Even that entertainment, I still tell you, I can debate anybody on it anytime. That is still rubbish. But let's just accept that, okay, oh, maybe as luck will shine on us, our rubbish is being bought by all and sundry all over the world. So, you know, at the end of the day, we are a country. Many parents don't help their children to shape their life. I wonder what the world generally, but I just know Nigeria is going to suffer it more. What the world is going to become in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years time. When most of these idiots who are called leaders now, maybe are old and haggard and maybe death has visited them or something, who are the people who will take over? People become worse and worse and worse by the day on a daily basis. Everyone wants to take advantage of each other and they are so not responsible. I quite remember I ordered for a chair. I saw a company that was at the bus stop. I saw a chair being carried, you know. A carpenter want to go and deliver a chair to his customer. And I called the guy, I like this chair, I want to make one. How much is it? He told me. I gave him money. Deliver this chair. When are you going to deliver? I was even the one who asked, when do you think it's going to be convenient for you to deliver this chair? He said, okay, I should give him like 4 days. Later, I said, okay, let's make it 6 days. I said, no problem. As at the day this idiot was supposed to deliver the chair, I called him in the morning. I was even the one who called him in the morning after he has been paid. And it happens like that so often here. If you want to know how useless Nigerians are, just have an issue with your mechanic or a wire. And I know those ones is just like they are fully cost everywhere. Rewire, especially mechanic. Oh God of Nazareth. I have someone in the United States who used to tell me about one man called Baba Badon, who has been living in the United States for maybe close to 25 or 30 years now, and he still practices the same frivolous act over there. It's like it is embedded, coded in the blood of many Nigerians just to be irresponsible. On the day this idiot was supposed to deliver the chair, after he has been paid, I called him. One of the girl who was supposed to be maybe a secretary, that the guy is the one who used to sew the cloth of the chair, was the one who picked up the call. She was even giving me the confidence that they're going to deliver. I kept asking her, is my chair done? He said, don't worry, sir, we will deliver the chair. By what time? He said by 6. It was by 7, it was around 7:33 p.m. in the evening. The idiot of the carpenter now called me, said he won't be able to deliver again until another 2 days. I asked him why. He said, and so he just give me this kind of flimsy excuse. I kept quiet. I investigated what could have caused the delay. Later found out that the idiot went to a party. He left the job he was supposed to do after he has collected money, went to a party to flenjo. It's none of my business. However you live your life is none of my business. But if you have my money and you're supposed to deliver something, you deliver it. I just called him and said, return my money. And he did return it. They even gave me 3 days later that I was going to return it. The 3 day later went to 6 days again until he eventually returned the money. So the question is, this is a representative of who many Nigerians are. I'm not saying all Nigeria, but most Nigerians. It's like a course on its own. When you look everywhere, nothing works. How does they not work? Because many Nigerians are daft. I used to use one adage, one line. I created the line myself. I say, if you do not understand simple things, you will become simpleton. Simpleton means when you are dunce, daft, moron, idiotic in nature. And who are the people who are called simpletons? People who do not understand simple things. That simple things elude. They are the simple things of this life, of this world, I mean. Nothing works. Go and see during the presidential election, see how people queue behind frail people. I look at all the candidates. Though personally, my own candidate is Omoyede Sowore. It's not as if I have confidence that it was going to solve the problem. I've always said it in almost all my videos. I have believed that he might, I'll be very careful to say he would, it might be a better solution. But the other candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, governor, 8 years in Lagos, what did he do? What impact? This is, you see, governors, it's just that the substandard of the country, we are so substandard in nature that we believe that fixing the road, that's, you know, no personal impact on the lives of the people who live in your state. Even the substandard one, they failed at it. How many road has been fixed in Lagos? Building BRT, fixing the road, that is supposed to be an achievement for a governor who is governing a whole lot of people, whose the people's wealth is the one in charge of the people's. The money belongs to every Nigerian. If you don't know today, no politician own any money in this country. In this world, as a citizen of the country, you are automatically supposed to be a beneficiary of whatever the country produces. A little bit of people sat there embezzling the money and they call themselves leaders. We so much gave them the room to do all sorts of rot to the extent that they come to tell us that they are the owner of Lagos. The second one, who is once a vice president, what has that one done as a vice president? Embezzling upon embezzling upon embezzling upon embezzling. And the third one that a lot of people queue behind is not different. He said it's Peter Obi. I was so surprised when a lot of people who should even know better were queuing behind him. It was a governor, even if it was so inconsistent because of the frustration it was getting from the, you know, House of Representative in a state. They kept impeaching him here and there, but he was a governor for 8 years. What did he achieved over there in Anambra? What best hospital did he build? What good road did he provided? What facility did he add to the public school over there for his 8 years tenure? The only thing he could come out to say is that I didn't steal any money. Go and check it. Go and check the facts, with his very quirky voice like that. What did he do? Nothing. And as they will even make it worse, it becomes a tribal thing. A lot of people still queue behind him because they felt like, oh, maybe let's give him a chance. He's the one who has the best speech during the election. It was convincing people with ordinary words. It's just painful that he wasn't the president, because I know all of the people who queue behind him would be, by now they would be cursing him if he had been the president. Besides, who did he want to rule? These over corrupted lots that dwells in this country are the ones he wants to govern. Will he be the one to tell the police IG to tell his boys not to be roaming about the street of Lagos or the street of Nigeria collecting bribe here and there? People cannot even travel from the north down to Nigeria, down to the west, to come and sell their goods. The kind of bribery they will have engaged on the way will skyrocket the price of every goods. Army will do their own, Mopo will do their own, police will do their own, and we say we are a country where the judiciary are overly corrupt. They've so much bastardized everything that everybody is hungry, and the only way they can solve that hunger is by playing the survival of the fittest. It is about who you know, how you can play your game. It has become a game all totally. And here we sit down here, Nigeria, where parents goes to bribe teacher in order to pass their failed children. People buy exam sheets, buy answer sheet for their own children, and they don't want them to steal tomorrow. Do you understand? People wake up to go and pay for special centers for their children. People still harbor children of 2024 in their house doing nothing, completely useless. And that is supposed to be a country that should grow. How? How? People wake up every day just looking for a way to survive, looking for the next person to steal money from, the next person to take advantage of. And that is how we're supposed to. Corruption everywhere. People will be owing power holding like 10,000 naira, but when their light is about to be interrupted from the pole, they will prefer to bribe the people who came to interrupt it with 30,000 naira just to survive that month to the next one. Those ones too will often want them to not even pay money, so that when they come, they can be collecting bribes all around and they're pocketing it. That's how some people build houses, buy cars, send their children to good schools and stuff. Mention one Nigeria that you are so proud of. That is like the likes of Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, or Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, and the likes, who actually did create value that generates revenue. None. You just see people just become stupendously rich. How Mike Adenuga becomes rich today is still the one of Dangote can be known. Government policy, monopoly favored him. What, like tens of thousands of people are supposed to share. One person is eating everything and is supposed to be the richest man in Africa. Who caused us in this continent? Who caused us in this country? And we see all this thing every day. It has, you see, there was a time it was anomalies. Now it has become a norm. A norm. Gbogbo orí burúkú táwọn èèyàn bá ń ṣe, ó ti di bárakú, ó ti di tó jẹ́ pé ó ti di àṣà àti ṣe. And we are supposed to be happy. We use our own hand to destroy, to dig our own grave. Now we are being buried there, and yet we are looking for someone to come and rescue us. And all the people out there, the British, the US, you think they want to come and rescue you? The Russia, those one are the bigger hyenas. Àwọn ìkòkò, ajégunjẹran, they will make you dry. Well, let me not just make this video long, because I always have a whole lot of things to pour out from my mind. But just know that if you're watching this video, if any of these things, speak about you, the earlier you change your perception, your mindset, and your goals and orientation, the better. If you don't change, please don't complain. That's why I don't pity many Nigerians who are suffering. Don't just complain. If you are one of the problem, just enjoy the problem. Let's enjoy it together. And the ones who are running away, who are jackpying, we see what happens too when they get see Nigerians, typical Nigerians just want to take advantage. They just want to let me just become rich so that I can oppress the other poor. When they get over there, well, I will probably rant on another day. I'm tired.